Hey Umbraco fans, in this video I'm going to show you how to use Notes, which is an editor, a read-only editor, as part of the Contentment package. So let's just dive straight in. Okay, I've got documentation for Notes if you want to read this separately. It's on the GitHub repo. We go to the Notes, and what it says is Notes is a property editor that can be used to display rich instructional messages for content editors. Okay, so just the history of this is that there was a package that, there was an editor we had for U components years ago that Matt Brailsford developed as part of that, called Notes, which is linked to on the documentation. And then that was sort of V4, V6 of Umbraco. Then Editor Notes was for V7 and V8, which is developed by Mark Goodson. So yeah, I mean, there are some differences between the version I'm going to show you that's in Contentment and the version Mark's done. So if you need a more fully featured version of Editor Notes, use his package, no problem at all. It's really, really good. You should go use it and vote for it and things like this. I have voted for it, just I'm not signed in because I'm in incognito mode. Okay, so coming back to my version of Notes. So the way it would work is that if you want to add these editorial notes to your document types, which could just be messages to kind of remind your editor to do something, or to leave some messages if any kind of properties are, of course, kind of quirky settings and things like this. It's entirely how you want to work it. But you would add a property. Let's call this Notes. Okay, and we create a new data type for Notes, and then in here you have a rich text editor, and you can add whatever your editorial note here, and then you can also say you want to hide the label or not, which is this property here, and it would take up the full width of the panel or not. Okay, so we say we add that in. Okay, submit that. Let's reorder it because I would like it to be on the top. Okay, the icon picker is here from a previous video if you watched that one. Okay, if I come over to the content section, and what we'll have here now is we'll have the properties, one that would say, it's taking a while to load, one for the notes, and this is your editorial content here, and then one for the icon picker. Now obviously this doesn't have a lot of, what did they say in the marketing world, a lot of pop, a lot of bang. So what you can do is you can add your own markup to it as well if you want to come back to it. So if we go into edit this to see, I can copy in some markup, because what you can also use different Umbraco features. So you can use a media picker if you wanted to bring in your images and things like this. It's not very big. You can insert macros and whatever you want. So you can also edit your own markup. So if I just copy in some markup which I've prepared earlier, okay, let's save this, submit, save, and what you'll see is something a bit more like this. So you can add your own notes and something a bit richer if you wanted to insert, embed YouTube or other YouTube videos. You could do that. In terms of what's used on the front end, actually, let me show you without the label, because that then starts to look a bit nicer. Yeah, what I was just about to say about the front end, this doesn't save any data for the front end. So you would have a property on your content object, but it wouldn't have any value at all. It's only purely used for the back office, and that's it. So yeah, so leave nice messages for your content editors.